everyone, it's Bethany from Beth Nooks and welcome back to this book nook. Welcome in particular, oh I'm so pale! Welcome in particular because it is vlog number 60 and I am excited that you are here. I'm excited that we've hit another round number in this ongoing vlog series. I am quite impressed with us. We are doing really well. So what's happening this week? It's the last week of school for me for this term. New Zealand's schooling is broken into 4 terms and this is the end of our 3rd one. So I do have a slightly reduced workload simply because of the lockdown from the COVID diaries interfering with practice exams. This week is seniors practice exam week, so I don't have seniors to teach, of course. But it doesn't mean that my workload is necessarily reduced because now I have those exams to mark, as well as the fact that I'm actually going for a promotion at work. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. So I've got my CV and cover letter. I'm really excited to see how that goes. I'll let you obviously know because I share a lot of my life on the internet. Another thing is that I still have hardly read anything. I'm still reading Treasure Island and I'm really craving a change. I just am struggling to get out of this reading slump. So that's the theme. We are trying to get out of a reading slump. The live, which I keep mentioning for the 1,000 subscribers, is going to happen. I'm just waiting for a few more books to come in and yeah, I mean, that's it. I'm just waiting for a few more books to come in. And I also did get a PO box. If you missed out on, if you didn't see in the last vlog, I did. So we are PO Box 12181. I'll put the address permanently down in the bio below. Please don't feel like you have to send me anything. It's just there in case you want to. I'm using it personally for a lot of things too. But I'm sitting down here in front of my TBR basket. Let us read 4 Dead Queens. Hopefully a young adult fantasy, which is, you know, a classic genre for me. Hopefully that will help me get into it. I just need to read. Oh, it's actually frustrating. Does anyone else ever get that where you're genuinely trying to read, you're sitting down, you're opening books, but there's not really anything that is fully grabbing your attention? That's me right now. And I don't know why. I will save you, you will not be wasted. Get in there, get in there. Oh, so much still at the bottom. Hot. Regret. Oh, but so good. But hot. 4 Dead Queens. We need to rate the first sentence. Oh yes, this is what I'm talking about. And oh, so good. Sorry guys, I'm just really enjoying myself right now. By the way, if you ever make this, I highly recommend doing it in a microwavable bowl. Definitely part of the reason I bought a glass bowl last week, because this stuff, if it sticks, you can microwave it and it melts and it can like be restirred. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, 4 Dead Queens by Astrid, oh gosh, I don't know how to say her last name. Scholt? Part 1. Chapter 1. The morning sun caught the palace's golden dome, flooding the concord with light. I appreciate a world-building sentence from the very get-go, but to be honest, the title has hooked me in more than that first sentence. So that sentence can get 3 out of 5. All right, I am sitting here and I am eating this popcorn and I am reading and I am getting out of this reading slump. Not gonna lie guys, I kind of completely forgot that I was vlogging. So I made it to page 87, so some really good progress in 4 Dead Queens and I'm really liking it. I really appreciate how each chapter from different people's perspectives, it's super clear who we're talking about, and the map at the very beginning of the book really helped. It was super clear what each of the 4 sections of this world specialized in. I did, however, just finish editing a video as well. I had a nap, I've had dinner, I've shared all the info for my PO box address, as well as set up a bit of a wish list document, just because shipping to New Zealand costs so much money that I haven't created an Amazon wish list or anything, because literally the books, the shipping cost as much as the books, so that's just not viable in my opinion, and I would hate for anyone to spend that much money on me. Like, oh, it's crazy that some of you even want to send me anything at all. So yeah, I'll leave the links below like I've been mentioning, but I think I'm gonna shower and head off for the night. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow morning. I'm really excited. I'm having brunch with one of my friends, and this place does the best French toast ever. Okay. And the school bag is back on because your gal is going home. I have finished marking all of the kiddos' work, so that exam marking of my responsibilities is finished, and it's such a good feeling. It was my one big to do, and I just sat down and did it all today. I am going to turn my little sign around and go home. And I think as a little reward for marking all of these papers is I might go hit up the thrift store. We'll see if Titus wants to come with. Ooh, an arc has arrived. I will add it to, hang on, I think my address is on that sticker. Yep, hang on. I shall add it to the pile. Oh yeah. Alrighty, so you might be able to hear in the background, Ty is just finishing his NBA game on the PS5, and then we are going to go out book shopping, and he booked us in for a little movie night tonight, which is adorable. I think we're going to go see Shang-Li at 6:30, so oh, it feels so good to have all that marking done. I'm going to keep making progress in some 4 Dead Queens when we get back. I don't know, it's just going to be really good. Oh honey, you know how we're going to the thrift store?
No.
You should pick out 3 books, so I can do another themed reading vlog of boyfriend chooses my TBR for the week. Yeah? He did a thumbs up, guys. Thank you, honey. Oh yeah, here we are. Oh, so many. Come to mama. I maybe shouldn't have put all of that in there. Oh, so good. Oh. Alrighty, I have a bag of books here. Not that I bought, to be honest, guys. We had a little bit of change of plan. We went to the library. But I don't want to give anything away. I did find one book at the second-hand store, so I'm going to add that to the pile behind me. And then Ty and I decided to do another, like, tiny collaboration, I don't know if you can call it that, where he chooses my TBR. So when we were in the library, he got 3 out. So I won't show you those ones either, just because it's good to keep them a little bit of a secret for that video. It's quite a hilarious selection now that I look at it. But I did pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books to add to my TBR basket. Like I said, I'm just trying to really get out of this slump. And when we were at the library, there are a bunch of books that I was like, oh, I might be interested in them. So I'm going to share with you what I picked up. So like I said, there are 6 here. The first 2 I picked up, I don't know why I didn't think to pick these up earlier, to be honest. Getting out of a reading slump JD Robb, this is book 4 in her massive in-depth series. It's just, I've mentioned them before, such an easy, quick, entertaining read. We follow Eve Dallas, who is I don't know what the proper word for it is. Like, she's a cop, but she investigates deaths. And then she's got this romantic relationship with a really rich dude called Rock. And I love their dynamic. And they're just always really gripping. And I get through them so fast. And then I remembered that I had read One for the Money ages ago. By Janet Ivanovich. And I found Two for the Dough, which is the second book in her big series. So I feel like these are both similar vibes. We've got female characters who are taking down bad guys, we've got love interests, and we've got like the mystery high-paced element, which honestly really helps me get out of a reading slump. So I picked up those. I then picked up The Burning Page. This is a series you've seen me read in vlogs as we've been going. So I read The Invisible Library, which is actually one Titus picked up for me, and I loved it. And then I read I want to say The Drowned City, I don't know if that's right, book 2, and I liked that. And I was like, oh, they had book 3 at the library, I'll pick this one up. I'm really hoping that Irene and Kai, the main 2 characters, have more of a romantic connection at some point in this series, because I ship them so hard. I think they're so funny. And the second book in the series was okay, but the premise of it is that Kai, who is the male character, gets kidnapped, so you don't see as much banter between him and Irene, and I really loved the banter between them in the first book, so I'm just hoping we see a bit more of that. Then Ready Player 2 was on the shelf, and look, I'll be honest, I don't know if I'll get to it, but I just wanted to know if it was worth anything. Like, I've read Ready Player 1, I've talked about it multiple times on my channel, I'm sure everyone knows what it's about. This is the sequel. We all can't help feeling, okay, sorry to lump everyone in together, but lots of people can't help feeling like this was just a cash grab because the first book was published so long ago and it was like a standalone. So I just want to know what happens. We'll see if we get to it. This one is genuinely a Instagram made me pick it up. I don't even know what it's about. I just saw it and I was like, yeah, why not? Okay, so Gunkle stands for like gay uncle. So gay uncle Patrick, Gup for short, has always loved his niece Maisie and nephew Grant. Unfortunately, they lose their parents in some sort of tragedy. No, lose their mother. Basically, Patrick, the gay uncle, finds himself looking after his niece, and he's finding it, niece and nephew, sorry, and he's finding it really hard because although he loves hanging out with them, he's never been good at the whole parenting thing. So I don't know, like, just look at the, yeah, I don't know, it is, I've seen it around and lots of people seem to enjoy it. And then I decided to go peruse the graphic novel section, and I was like, oh, okay, let's see what there is. And I found this. So hang on, let me just cover those just in case. This is the Ghost in the Shell Deluxe Edition, all in one volume of The Ghost in the Shell. Now, I believe this is a film, and although I never saw it, the animation style of it looked really, really cool. And so I decided, yeah, there's the film actually. Yeah, there's the film poster. I never saw it, but it just sounded really interesting. And it is full on, like, it starts with some colour and before going into black and white. And I don't know, it just sounded cool. And, you know, trying to get out of a reading slump, it might be useful. Oh, hang on, what's this? Oh, bookish treasure. So sorry to the person who lost this, but this is mine now. This is literally characters from Demon Slayer, which is an anime show that I'm up to date with. Yo, what a score. I feel so bad for the person who lost this bookmark. It's a cool bookmark. It is mine now. It's cool art style too. Anyway, distracted. So these books can be added to my basket. Alrighty though, that is it for that. We've got maybe an hour till we head off to the movies, so I'm going to try and get some reading in. I found you some gummy strawberries. Is that okay? And I'll show the people. I got myself some sour gummy bears and some chocolate orange fish. Why am I still wearing that? I need to write that in here. Now I just need to stash it in all of your pockets. White crime, sneak it in. Maybe the next one. Next. Oh. Beep. Beep. It's like a ghost town in here, guys. Guess how much a popcorn and a bottle of water is at the movies? $13. Oh my god. You gotta take your mask off to eat, you idiot. I thought it was a good movie. They had an actual dragon in it. And like, I loved all the costumes. Oh yeah, snack palace time. Alright guys, we went to Snack Palace, so you know what that means. Snack, snack, snack. Okay, so we have, for Titus, because I don't like peanut butter salted pretzel bite thingies. Here you go, babe. We also have some sour cream and chives oven baked crisps. Hang on, I should put these in the cupboard as we go. For some reason, we picked up this 80-cent crayon bubblegum because Titus wanted to make it look like he was eating crayons. I mean, to be fair, it's a fun concept. Oh, I stopped at the British shop and got myself some Dolly Mix. And Titus got an Iron Brew. We have caramel M&Ms. We have some sour Haribo, what are they called? Tangfastics. We have some Starburst sour chews. They're like rip-off. What are they like rip-offs of? Yakult, that's right. So they can go in the fridge. Boom! This magnet phone is so great. Some smoothie Mentos. Some hot Mexican chili sauce. It's got a kind of cool logo, to be fair. They had Dr. Pepper on sale, so I grabbed 3 because this, fun fact, I like fizzy but not heaps and heaps, but Dr. Pepper is my fave. And then in theme with that, we have some Diet Coke as well as a couple of Pineapple Storm Powerade. We have some Manuka smoked chicken Kransky sausages. We have sweet whiskey glaze. I don't know, it just sounded interesting, something to try. I found cheap strawberry jam because I want to use some jam in baking and didn't want to use like nice expensive stuff. And then Titus actually found on the shelf, can we see, Honey Love New Zealand chocolate orange honey, which sounds absolutely fascinating. And last but not least, some instant noodles, because whenever I don't have leftovers for school, it's really useful to have random things I can pack for lunch. Alright, my plan right now, guys, is I really want to finish 4 Dead Queens. So I'm going to eat some lunch, grab a snack of choice, and make some progress. So I totally could have just made a go shopping with me in the last hour, but I didn't intend on going so heavy on the book shopping, so I didn't bother turning on the camera and making a video out of it. But I ended up buying 13 books. I discovered, well, I always knew Afterpay was a thing, but there was a decent sale on the Nile and Mighty Ape, 2 big retailers online here in New Zealand where they like sell everything. I guess kind of like Amazon. I feel like I relate all of this stuff to either Amazon or eBay, but kind of like Amazon where they have a bit of everything. And they had a decent sale and there was Afterpay, so that's happening. I'm going to wait for them all to come in, and I think once those are in and a few second-hand books I'm still waiting on, and a few Book Depot books I'm waiting on, then maybe we'll do the haul and that's it. Then we will do the live birthday 1000 subscriber part 2 haul. I'm really, really excited for it. There's some really good books. But I guess now you guys can just have this little tidbit and wait patiently for this to happen in like, I don't know how long it will take, a month to get everything. Honestly, shipping in New Zealand is a bit crazy slow, that is. But aside from that, a reading update. I am so close to finishing 4 Dead Queens. I am up to page 333 out of 420, so past 3/4 but past 3/4. Yay to, hopefully this is getting me out of the reading slump. At first, like in the middle, I was feeling a bit so about it. But a thing with the timeline has changed and it's made it more interesting. I do feel like things have been dragged out a little bit, but I have to say it's still decent and I'm really happy that I am currently reading it. So we shall keep going with this bad boy. Although I will say, I'm not convinced I'll keep it on my shelves. It might be one I on sell to somebody who wants it more than I do. Just because, you know, if a book doesn't wow me, I don't want to keep it on my shelves. But anyway, hopefully in a couple of clips, I'll be updating you on my final thoughts on it. Oh, all right, I've just put my fringe up, so ignore that. I finished it, guys. I have finally finished 4 Dead Queens. I say finally, I only started it a couple of days ago. I'm going to give it 3 stars. Pardon, hun? Were you trying to get me mad by saying I read slow? Mate, you can't get me mad. This is a celebration. This is the first book I've finished all of September. And it's like the 28th right now. It's taken me so long to read a book.
Illiterate.
Rude. Did you just hear that, guys? He called me illiterate. But yeah, I'm going to give it 3 stars. It was decent. Like, the premise was interesting, but I really didn't like the fast burn romance. And I really found some of it quite stilted. So that's why I'm reducing it by a couple of stars. Hey everyone, and happy, what are we now, Thursday. I just got back from work and it was a good day, a productive day, but like relaxed. I've only got 1 more day left of school and then we're in the school holidays, so I'm really anticipating having more time to read and content create and just that general stuff. Titus is at work until like 5-6 tonight, so he won't be here for a wee while, which means I've got the house to myself, and normally that would mean doing some filming, just taking advantage of the absolute peace and quiet. But I'm genuinely waiting on things to arrive before I can move on with like the videos I have planned. So what I think I'm going to do instead is edit some footage I have and, oh, I need to take my shoes off. I'm walking through the house with my shoes on, my bad. Yeah, edit some footage, maybe do some planning, ask Instagram a few things. For example, I haven't done a good old like recommendations video before. In a while, so I might look at planning one of those. Guys, look what I just found on the couch. I'm pretty sure I've got my address covered. I'm pretty sure these are some books I've ordered. They're slowly coming in for that live. I'm so excited for all of the books I've ordered, and Titus was laughing at me because you know how I've now got a PO box. He was like, are you just ordering books so you can send them to your PO box? And like, yeah, kind of am. I'm not gonna lie. But that can go on my pile. These are the books. So far we've got 1, I think. 1, whoopsie. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm pretty sure I know what ones those are. And then I've got like I bought 13 books last night, like I mentioned, so we're gonna have probably at least 20 books again. No, we will. That's the maths, Bethany. We'll have at least 20 books again. Who needs self-control when you have Afterpay? Afterpay should totally sponsor this channel. Oh, I also realised since I started this last night without you guys, I haven't done the rating of the first sentence. So it says, when talking to youngsters entering the service, Applegat usually told them that in order to make their living as mounted messengers, 2 things would be necessary: a head of gold and an ass of iron. Honestly, I'm like, who the heck is Applegat when I read that? So I was gonna give it like a 2-star rating for the first sentence. But it's an often trope I see a lot of the time when you're getting back into a sequel of a fantasy series. You're given a random character's perspective to get you back into it rather than just starting with the main character. So that was like the only half-page chapter situation. And then we've been with Geralt. Anyway. Oh, I've only just realised that... Oh, that was way too close to my own face. That there's a bird acting as the wolf's eye there. I never noticed that. Cool design. Okay, actually going to read now. Alrighty, we are back and I'm at page 107 and I'm really liking this one. I can't help but feel like you are still kind of waiting for things to happen when you read The Witcher. Maybe because I read the prequels first. Like in the prequels, it's just action, action, action in a short story anthology kind of way. Whereas at the moment, we're kind of waiting for Ciri to grow up, let's just say that. And so there is this like feeling of when is stuff going to happen? But I think that's just got to take out of my mind that there's only that one character. There's so much else going on in the world. I'm really happy to see, I don't want to spoil much, and it's so hard to talk about sequel books because of that, but I'm really enjoying the narrative voice in this one. Like I mentioned, we see a lot more of Geralt, we see more of Yennefer, and honestly, they're like my faves. Yeah, they're the main characters, but they're my faves. They're pretty cool. I'm happy to see Dandelion in here again as well. So I don't know, it's just, I think, touch wood, I think we might be getting a little bit out of this reading slump. School's out, scream and shout, it's time to pretty much get out of here. I just need to wipe down this whiteboard for the term and just make sure everything is how it needs to be before I leave. I honestly love my job, but gosh, it is so tiring and emotionally draining sometimes. It is just good to have a break and read all those books. Okay. Alright guys, we are home and something has come for me. I'm pretty sure it's stationery I purchased. I think it's stationery I purchased. I don't know what else it would be. But I've got some sushi and some bubble tea to celebrate. Oh, this camera. Celebrate the end of term. Then I'm going to open this for my other channel. And then I'm going to read and oh. What are you watching?
to understand that when we were fine, the situation around us. I'm not saying we were tougher. I started to sound like a dinosaur. I just think you have to really consider your approach differently. And an example.
I'm happy. Guys, I just unhauled that stationery packet and I don't know if I'm gonna fit it all. I'll overlay a quick little teaser of what came. My desk is covered with goodies and I'll link you to the video in which I unbox it all. It was actually really fun filming it because I was going to do ASMR, but I just couldn't help myself talking as I opened it and I never want to stop being me. So, excuse me, blame the boba. I forgot my train of thought, but yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to fit this all in. Okay, cue the music and cue the time lapse because this is gonna take me a while. Okay. Oh, it stuck to my face. Alright guys, it took a wee while of figuring things out and muttering to myself, but I've got a system that works for me for now. I'll quickly show you just because I share things. So this is my current desk setup with my little bits and pieces, like my easy go-tos. That's just like a memories jar and just whatnot. And then this used to be my TBR trolley, but I now just have a stack in the corner. So these are stickers. You saw me put all my alphabet stickers in here for now. This is the leftover floral ones, which I just couldn't fit anywhere else. These are pads of cute paper, bookmarks that I actually use, and post-it notes. Then if we go down a sub-level, this is all of my washi. Guys, it is a collection, do not judge. Here's the placemat I use, and under there is some paper. This is my envelope. Oh, sorry, it's gone blurry. Envelope collection. If I peek around this corner, I hardly reach down. If I peek around this corner, you might be able to see a bit more. I don't often reach for these, which is why they're at the bottom. And then here is general paper, bits and pieces that I just want to find a better home for but don't know what to do with at the moment, and just a little bit of paraphernalia. Look how cute those are. I'm so excited to use them. So from this side of things, that's what it looks like. If you're wondering what that is my old storage unit, which you can see has some space in it. So I will use that when I need to, and then just random bits and pieces that just live there now. All right, team, I am sitting at the desk you just saw, but it is a couple of hours later. It's 7 o'clock and look, the sun's out. I love daylight savings. when I am no longer moaning about losing an hour of sleep. But I actually just, you know that saying that I always get wrong? What's the saying, babe, about the shots taken? 100% of the shots you don't take, you don't make? I'm pretty sure that's wrong, but we'll just go with it. And I've had so many, well, not so many, I've had a flow of emails reaching my inbox of businesses wanting to work with me, and basically I've turned them down because they, first of all, didn't feel right. They weren't what I would want, and I don't just want to say yes to have free things. But also I've decided I am worth more than just free products. If people want to work with me, I can get paid for it. I think there's a lot of taboo about Titus was just like, get it, girl. But yeah, I think there's a lot of taboo about talking about money. And, you know, if you're working hard for something to create something that benefits other people, there needs to be a payoff for you. And whilst, yes, a free product is nice, free products don't pay the bills. Do you remember me over on Instagram talking? I need to update Insta about that, actually. I received this jewellery from a small brand. By the way, yes, I've put PJ bottoms on. I wore my happy socks for the last day of school. Anyway, this beautiful La Hera necklace, and you might already be able to see that whilst the pendant stayed really nice and gold and shiny, the chain itself has worn, the plating has worn off. And like the thing is, they say don't shower in it, don't work out in it, but realistically, if I put a necklace on, it's staying on through all of that. So I tested it properly for a month and it didn't hold up. So I'm not advertising it, but I do need to update Instagram because I told them I'd let them know. So anyway, I've gone on a bit of a ramble here. I am going to stay seated at my desk. I have some Beth and Journals stuff to edit. And then I am going to read. Hi guys, if I can show you the time, I don't know if you can read that clock, but it says 1:52 a.m. I just cannot sleep, and I'm speaking really quiet because Titus is in bed, about to fall asleep, and I'm just sitting here, more accurately laying there like wide awake, and like I'm not even talking winding down. I'm talking, I could go out for a skateboard right now. I could film right now. So ideally I don't want to pull an all-nighter, but I have been really struggling with my sleep cycle. And I remember last year after I did a lockdown, at the end of it, just before, I don't know if I kept that vlog up, I might have taken it down. If it's still up, I'll link to it. I pulled an all-nighter and it really genuinely helped because I just went to bed really early the next night. And like it's 2 o'clock, so right now I've turned the heater on to stay warm, trying to get a bit cozy. I've put my hoodie on. There's a couple of things I can do. I don't really want to put the kettle on to make a hot drink because I don't want to wake up Titus, but oh, I don't think it will bother him. Okay, so I'll make a hot drink. My friend Anna, who is the one who I'm making the embroidery for, got me this mug for my birthday, as well as the orchids. So I'm gonna make a drink in the cute mug. Heap it up. Heap it up, baby. Normally I would fill the rest up with milk and microwave it, but I want to create a little amount as sound as possible, so I'm using all hot water and a little bit of milk. I don't know why I'm giving you guys a running commentary on this. I'm like, ready? So I'm going to make some more progress. Ooh. Come on, tripod, catch up. I'm going to try and make some more progress with The Witcher. reading update. I'm up to page 153, which is chapter 4. Note to self and you guys, if you want to read The Witcher, the chapters are really long, like 50-ish, 40-ish pages each, but there are like natural pauses. Anyway, I'm going to read and see if I can wind it down, and if this doesn't work, also I'm hungry, maybe that's something. Oh, okay, it's so cute, look how tiny. The thing is, if I sleep now and I need like 9 hours of sleep, it's going to be blooming midday tomorrow by the time I wake up, and then that will just set me even more out of whack. Alright, 2 AM. I'll check in with you once I've read for a little bit. This little part of my fringe does not want to cooperate. Alright guys, so update, it is 3 AM and I am up to chapter 5, page 200 of The Witcher. That last chapter was really, really good. I can't wait to see it adapted for the screen. I will admit that sometimes this writing style is really hard to follow and all the names blur together. Essentially it's elves and non-humans versus humans. That's essentially what's happening here. So it was quite entertaining to read. As well as reading that, I also painted my nails because I decided to. But it's 3 o'clock and I feel like if I could, like if I made myself, I could go I could go to sleep. But like I said, it will just completely throw my clock out. So I'm making the decision to try stay up. I've done it once before, I can do it again. So I'm going to use this time to do some, I had an eyebrow pimple this morning, to do some video editing. Alright guys, so it's just hit 4 o'clock. I've finished editing a ASMR journal with me. It's really funny having such really calm videos. Titus is still fast asleep, which makes sense considering the hour of the Saturday morning. But I'm really hungry and I've been like drooling over the thought of cheese toasties, like melted cheese. So I'm gonna go make myself some. And then you just do a little bit of that and a little bit of that. By the way, I've seen, like, I think it's in America. By the way, ignore the crumbs. I think Titus used it last. Yeah, I've heard in America / seen that you don't really use these machines, these cheese toasties. You, clamp it shut. You use a frying pan and you're like, shh, and toast it like that. I'm impatient. Are we done? Oh, almost. That's the sign. I should probably turn it off first. Where's the? I live life on the edge. You can just, finessed. Yeah. I knew that masters would come in handy, because I'm the master of you, bee. Okay, I'm sorry. The real challenge now is getting the tomato sauce / ketchup out of this without waking Titus, because like I can't have a cheese toasty Marmite sandwich without my ketchup. But the only way to get this out is like bash the living daylights out of it. So I'm going to problem solve, because your gal is having her sauce. Yeah. And then I don't want you guys to get all steamy and soft on me. Said no romance book ever. Oh yeah, come on baby. That's it. Oh yeah, come to mama. By the way, anyone thinking, wow, you need to sleep, you are so sleep deprived, 4:13 a.m. in the morning, and you are acting like a gremlin. Let's just get the facts straight, guys. When I am presented with food, especially if it contains cheese, I respectfully reserve the right to act like a gremlin. Because food is quite literally life. And cheese is just a gift. Okay, I'm gonna eat this. I think I'm going to put some YouTube very quietly up on the TV and catch up on all the BookTube's content that I haven't read. I recently saw that, watched. I recently saw that a reel from Jack Edwards, who I've mentioned before. It's the crusty cheese, that's my favourite part. Anyway, he's moved to Paris. Like, what the heck, dude? That's so cool. I don't mean to blaspheme, but Jesus. Anywho. Whisper to me, Jack. Also, I have no idea what that means. Oh well. YOLO. I'm still feeling awake. I could probably still go lie down and sleep, but it's 5 a.m. and that's obviously way too late to do so.